watching Debbie Wong's Walk and Gong. Super excited to be back, guys. I know it's been a long time since I shared a recipe. For those of you who don't know, I recently relocated to Hong Kong and I'm very excited to share this new chapter of my life with all of you. And I thought for my first recipe in Hong Kong, I'm gonna do something a little bit introspective. Something that represents where I'm at and where I'm from. Check it out. Okay, for those of you who have no idea what those words were that just blasted across the screen, let me do some explaining. Char Siu is Cantonese barbecued pork. For those of you who live in a North American city with a Chinatown, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's hanging in the window, glistening, sweet, sticky, delicious. Here in Hong Kong, it is basically a staple. I grew up eating it all the time, at least once a week. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop in some chopped up char siu into a pan and crisp it up like bacon. Woo! Right? Bubble and Squeak is a traditional English breakfast item, and I love the concept behind it because you can put basically anything you want because it consists of leftover roasted vegetables from the previous night's roast, served for breakfast. So it's like potatoes, carrots, cabbage, whatever you got, mashed up in a pan until it's nice and crispy and brown around the edges. Serve with an egg on top and boom. It's kind of like an American hash, for reference. Alright, my char siu is put aside. I'm going to start with the bubble and squeak. I have a non-stick pan over here that I have some oil in, letting it heat up. And I have some cooked vegetables. They're basically just boiled. You can use whatever leftover roast vegetables you have. I don't have any leftovers, so I just made some fake leftovers. Oh, I'm mashing up the vegetables because essentially what we want to do is make a big old vegetable cake, crispy brown around the edges. So smashing up these mushy vegetables. I know it looks gross right now, but trust me. Just seasoning with a little salt and pepper. I'm so excited right now. Are you getting this? Uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up, hey, uptown funk you up. Love that song. Okay, pan, hot. Too hot. Call police, not fire. I don't have rights to that song. Pan, medium hot. Pop in the mashed mixed veg. Woo! Sizzle. I don't even need that damn cabbage. You can put in cabbage if you want to. Oh, I forgot to put the onions in. I don't need no damn onions. Alright, once you have the veg in there, you pressed it down to kind of form like a veggie pancake. Sprinkle on the bacon. You know what I mean. Char siu. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Now the key at this point, do not touch it. You want to let the bottom get nice, crispy, and brown. Okay? Just let it do its thing, let it bubble, and let it squeak. Be wondering, how in the hell did I come up with this crazy combination of Cantonese barbecued pork mixed in to an English breakfast item? Doesn't make no sense, right? Actually, it makes a lot of sense. History lesson here. Hold up. Hong Kong was a British colony up until 1997 for 150 years. So there's about 5 generations of people in Hong Kong who remember it as more of a colony of the British Empire and as a independent city-state than as a city in China. So this dish doesn't really exist in real life, but it is a little combination of bits and bobs of my childhood and sort of hybrid identity that my family has really instilled in me. And that's my story. So as you can see, we have amazing caramelization going on. All I've been doing is just letting it sit in the pan for about 3 to 4 minutes and then scooping and flipping until you get this beautiful caramelized, extremely rustic mess of yumminess. Okay, this is basically my version of Bubble and Squeak done. Now I'm going to show you how I like to plate it. Now, this dish has a lot of deep caramelized flavors. We got the creamy potatoes, we got that nice burnt yummy Char Siu, which kind of acts like a bacon, smoky sweet. So it's really craving something bright and fresh and cool. So I love to put an herb sauce over it. Now a lot of cultures make herb sauces. We got chimichurri from Argentina, we got pea stew from France, we got pesto in Italy. This one, I guess, is more inspired by chimichurri, but who cares? It's good. Oh, when I walk over here, that means I'm gonna use the food processor. Well, this one's got power. This one's better than ours. I like to put the Bubble and Squeak in the center of the plate. You know, some places like to make it all round like a cake and all pretty and stuff like that. You know, I like it casual. Right there. Boom. Yum. Alright, so it is breakfast, so I love to top it with a sunny side up egg. Woo! Now it's traditional English breakfast. There's almost always a little tomato on the side. At least, I mean, I've never been to England, I don't know. But when I've had English breakfast, they always have a tomato on the side. So I'm gonna put tomato on the side. My plating skills are kind of whack, right? With the caramelized flavors of the Bubble and Squeak, that sharp, tangy herb sauce, the natural sauce of the yolk running over the everything. All right, I'm gonna continue eating my brunch because I'm a girl and I like brunch. And I hope you are inspired by this hybrid dish. Hey, you can make Bubble and Squeak any way you like. It's all about using up potatoes and your leftovers. So if you're Polish, put a Polish sausage in there. If you are American, put a turkey, not a whole turkey, but some turkey and some bacon in there. If you're Japanese, you can put some octopus in there, you know, making an okonomiyaki. You know what I mean? You can make this completely international and completely your own, and you know what? That's what Hong Kong is to me. So on that note, have a happy holiday. Use up your Christmas leftovers in your Bubble and Squeak, and have a wonderful new year. It's great to be back, and thank you so much for your support. I'm Debbie Wong, and I'll see you next time.
It's a funny face right now. Yeah.
What?
It's just a funny face.
This is like the, that's the chef face, man. You know, like oil and shit getting in your face. What? Are you taping? Are you filming this?
Yeah.
This is the chef face right here.